Hello, everybody! This video is going to teach about rational versus irrational numbers. Rational number is a number that can be expressed as a fraction or a ratio. The numerator and the denominator of the fraction are both integers, meaning they can be positive or negative numbers, or zero, but you can't have zero in the denominator. And then when the fraction is divided out, when you take the numerator divided by the denominator, it becomes a terminating, meaning it ends, or a repeating decimal. In other words, there's something that goes on and on and on forever, like 0.6666666 repeating, which is actually 2/3. The repeating decimal portion can be one number, or it can be many numbers. Okay? Let me show you this graphically. Here I have something that you will see many times over, just in different fashions. Starting first with natural numbers, which aren't even on here. Natural numbers are counting numbers, are just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, on. Then you have whole numbers. Whole numbers introduces the zero. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on. And then we learned about integers. Integers include the whole numbers. That's why the whole numbers are inside. But it goes negative too. So I have -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, ... both directions. Rational numbers then include integers and include whole numbers, and they can be expressed as a fraction. So example, if I had -2 and I need to write it as a fraction, I put it over 1 and I say, hey, look, it is rational. Irrational numbers, though, are not in here at all. They are their own entity. They cannot be written as a fraction. If they were, they wouldn't have a repeating portion of their decimal, or it wouldn't terminate. The most common examples that you will see will be the square root of 2. If you actually took the square root of 2 in your calculator, it comes out to be something like 1.414213562237, on. The other one is pi. Pi, does not repeat and does not end. Now, these are part of the real number system. Both rational and irrational make up real numbers. I know that begs the question, are there numbers that are not real? Well, actually there are. They're called imaginary numbers. Imaginary. Now, this is more of a high school topic, maybe even 8th grade, but I doubt it. Imaginary numbers and the real numbers make up complex numbers. Okay, again, this is something that you do not need to know. It's just interesting because you're probably wondering when you see real numbers, are there some that are not real? What I want you to be able to do from this, though, is be able to identify numbers that are rational. So here I have a set of numbers, and I want you to tell me which ones are rational. So go ahead and write these down and then try to identify the rational numbers. Okay, the first one, square root of 3, is irrational. If you did that in your calculator, you get 1.7320508757, and it goes on and on and on. Nothing repeats, and it does not terminate. So that is irrational. In fact, a lot of roots are, but not all. The next one, 9.5, this is rational because this is the same thing as 9.5, which can be written as 19/2. It's a fraction of two integers. 0.3, this one is rational because it has something that repeats. It actually is the fraction 1/3. This one's already written as a fraction of integers, so that was easy. This one, you got to be careful. Square root of 4 is 2. 2 can be written as 2/1, so yes, this is rational. And then -8. Don't get confused because of negative. This is rational because that could be -8/1. Okay? That is all, my friends. Goodbye.